of things he actually taught me, like there's something called difficulty getting into IAB or IAM. Then I started exploring what's an IAM, how to get it. Okay, we here test podcast, so started intending for that. Then for engineering, also what subjects to take, why should we take computer science, what are the career opportunities in computer science. We go out or stay.
Hello and welcome back to the latest episode of GIBS IRE Talks Podcast, powered by the GIBS Business School, a place where innovation meets inspiration. Bangalore is a place where the most businesses find home and the opportunity for growth. However, since the crowd of this business is growing, lots of MNCs coming into the country and a lot more happening in the entrepreneurial world, it has become a little difficult to manage the offices and the employees after the COVID outburst. After the COVID receded, how suddenly they are started with how to manage their office space. It was in this context where a particular entity found a solution and a strategy which they charted out very well for the growth of the organization, as well as the helping act for the entire business system to find. Lastly, what we call it as the office space, workspaces. Mr. Ravindra is our guest today. He is the co-founder of the BHIVE Workspaces. Welcome, sir, to the IRE podcast. I'll begin with a very simple question. The intention is not to be scientific, so to say, but what is the kind of your personality? Because that what has shaped from your education to understand the brief of your background is the kind of environment that you have grown up in myself. It has given you some strength to come back to withstand all the strategies. What is the drive that you had in you? What made that drive to achieve what it was?
There's still a lot of things to achieve, but in terms of the background, see, in everybody's like family plays a major role. Your friend circle, your professional network, and also the things that you read and the things that you interact with, that has a major influence on your life decisions, right? So having good education, being part of a good city where you get to meet a lot of well-educated people go on all walks of life, whether it's sports or even administrative related things. So my dad used to work in CFTRI, so I also studied the CFTRI school, the central government school, right? So like even people from the scientists, kids used to study in our schools. Even the director, son used to be our junior. We used to take part in a lot of sports tournaments, the inter-school competitions. And also those were the days we used to attend a lot of tuitions for your PU and other things. So you get to meet a lot of people. Maybe there were the rest of LinkedIn and social media those days.
Right, yeah.
And the summer camps also used to be one avenue where we used to meet a lot of people like Mysore Beach Cultural Capital. Some of my friends used to be like singers, artists with whom we have attended science camps.
So variety of
right. So it's a mixture of personalities who come together, who have an influence, and even especially family and friends, right? Friends teach you how to handle certain situations, right? And they tell you what exactly is and what needs to be done as an next course of, in the education, whether it's an MBA or what subjects to choose or what books to read, what platforms to read on it. And so those are the things that actually shapes up you. And eventually when you come to the corporate world, again, your colleagues, because whatever you learn in college, you may not be using those things, right? Everything you need to learn from scratch and you need to excel in that domain. So that teaches you a lot. And also, once when you venture out from your comfort zone, like in my case, once I came out of started working in Mumbai, so that was a big eye opener. The city taught me a lot. Yeah, there are lots of learnings that we had. Then my MBA taught me a lot. My friends circle, okay. Then again the job, the next job in the concept. So it's a mixture of everything that makes you as a person. And now in the current phase, again, it's your colleagues, the kind of people that you network with.
With reference to your colleagues, I mean, if I can call it a very biggest question is, what was the sync, if I can call it? What was the thing that you found matching of your pursuit and your interest with your colleague Sish, Mr. Sish Patel? He is Sish Paki Australia. What inspired you to sync it? What was the common finding that you have? You might be different, completely back probably, but what was the sync factor that made you together set off with spectrum?
So we both were classmates in 11th and 12th in Mysore. The second we got in each other, Mr. and got in all. We used to work in classes together. So that's where we got to know each other. A lot of things he actually taught me, like, okay, there's something called IIT. How difficult it is getting into IIT or IEMs. Then I started exploring what's an IIM, how to get into her. Okay, we did a test podcast, so started preparing for that. Then for engineering, also what subjects to take, why should we take computer science, what are the career opportunities in computer science, we go abroad, or see, yeah, what you can do, the closest was that we will set up the business. So, yeah, we set up the business. Again, there was a gap where he went abroad and I was in various different professions, but still we were in touch. So there are a lot of things to learn, right? He also invested in a startup during his professional days. So I got to learn what he's investing in his startup. Because even that opportunity came to me, and he wished to invest in this. And that company has actually come even. I missed that opportunity, but he actually invested. So those are the kind of conversations, right?
Your best friend was one of your.
Yeah, and even things like startups, like those were the days when he was studying and all started. We started reading about the story. Then stock market was something new for us. So we started learning about stock market, investing. Then we also started making small groups with the colleagues to motivate people to stop trading or do some small businesses. And there were very small steps that we picked up. And one interesting thing here, she started when he was in final year of engineering in NIT with remotely, and he came for holidays just before on the final term. And he started a business in Mysore. We took a franchisee of a name white brand, which was quite big at that time. And that taught us a lot of things. Again, that business we had to shut down for 3-4 months. One clear indicator is people say, do not fear that failure is the first step. And wait, that gives you a lot of learning. There's a lot of mistakes that we did in those few months. Even what all we learn both personally and professionally, we ensure that we don't repeat those mistakes when we start getting. It's to actually see the question. I went through your profile and then find that you have with a lot of diversity in what you have in your work profiles. You started with this and then went into the technologies. You have worked with some very good brands, including ERPs, leading a team of these people, and then you have taken a project-wise, a very good, interesting, inspiring career, if I can say that. And then suddenly, this venture of how did you be able to take the marketing domain for your PR? You have been one who have built up its entire
customer relationship and all. Where CRM actually one of the best focus for you. You have to chief a person for the marketing, customer management. So how did these kinds of things, though you come from these kind of different backgrounds, how are you able to put those learnings and insights together? Customer relationship management technically different from what you actually had to do in IT careers.
Well, interestingly, I did my B computer science and SCC so, and I in my third or fourth year, I was very clear that coding is my only cup of tea. So I wanted to do my management course, right? So and also I decided that we take a few years of experience and then do for MBA. And to campus, luckily we got opportunity where a well-known general insurance company for also into stock broking where recruited me. And I took up that opportunity because first I wanted to go working somewhere and also explore the world out there. Like the stock market, everything was quite close to me. And then, so again, that was a drastic shift.
Yeah, that's what I was surprised with it.
Then when I did my MBA, again, I never specialized in HR. I never had too much interest towards HR. But the campus opportunity that I got with was for SAP HR consulting.
Yeah.
Right. And I had two options. Another was when analyst role in Polaris. But I went with SAP because certainly the pay was good and you get to travel a lot, get to meet a lot of customers. So that made me choose that. And that actually helped me a lot where we met a lot of businesses, understood their practices, both in technology, management.
So you have a very strong process, and that's not the way you work very scared. You have a very strong process for your customer relationship and how much care, how much you are able to resolve what things are been very good indicators so. So that's when like you have that kind of background and suddenly have taken up being the head of marketing.
And just to add on to that right now, you being a tech and management person, and you get to see, read a lot on various topics, and all this what makes the difference. So then every phase of life is something that interests you, either in the marketing domain, or the finance domain, or a particular industry, or a particular goal. So you always aspire, okay, I should have done that, or what I would have done being in that position or work. Right. And finally, BHIVE background changed back was he saw an opportunity where quality office spaces, working spaces, the screen, and certainly there was inspiration, references of we worked where he used to work as a member there. And comparable standards and facilities were not there in India way back in 2014. So within a month, he took up the first place, started. So I was still
that story interesting where what I was going to was that you took a small place in Port Mamila and with a small offices where there were tax at job tech and now going further, you have a very big target, if I can call it, of an asset management. Have to build assets that can be utilized by your bank. How was this funding very crucial for you? Right. What was the kind of if I can call it, ability that you could showcase? I mean, that what people found in you, right? That made the people venture. And I had the opportunity to see you were very, I won't say exactly lucky, but you were exactly comfortable in the way this finance happened for him. What made you have that kind of a proposition that you took across your finance?
First of all, the founders should be confident about the idea and the business that they are building. And they are doing their own. Then only that gives a confidence to the new investors or angels who are also trying to back you. Because you have all your savings, everything and you show that I have my money and I'm here there for the work. Then the other thing is get some mentors on board. who also believes in this and also are there to support you in the long run, who also can guide us how to raise money, how to value your company, how to retire and various things. Then get some angel investors, whether it's friends, family, or ex-colleagues, or the people that you meet in the network, or who could value add to your business, right? In a similar sector. And you should be able to do the right pitch and convince them that, okay, we have a great team, we have a great business out here, we have a huge work story that is possible. And it's more about selling a story with language. That's right there. And also, co-working in 2014 was quite early. And we had to be like thought leaders, explain people what exactly it is, yes, how it can be a scalable business. Everybody was thinking it's just a real estate. I'm not interested in investing in real estate. But still, there are certain investors, VCs like Boom was a great believer in this, who understood us, had long discussions with us, and all the founders. Then they decided, okay, there's something in the team led by Shesh, the perseverance, idea, everything, right? And they believe in that, and that's what they invest in all of the early stage companies, and that's very inspiring. I mean, and we are just with the first co-working space to get professional VC funding in India. We are at least
when it was all good from 2014, just a point of something that's actually important from 2019 onwards, COVID. It has brought in, if I can call it, a lot of shortcomings for the business ideas that they wanted to have. Quite a few depressing stories, when we call that. And more so for a share of business, how some companies have to actually wind up. How will you be able to sustain that? And many people, what I was talking about with the effects of readiness that you had, where you had the strength to revive, or what do you call it, revive like things. We really got this thing.
So certainly it was tough times for everybody, not just for us, for various other industries, various businesses. We had to sit down and see what we could do. Luckily, we had some well-paid customers, corporates who continued paying us. Right? A lot of startups and SMEs and MSMEs who couldn't afford paying the renters. So we had to negotiate with the existing deposit with certain terms. Then we had to also convince them, okay, why don't you take a break now? And when you join back, we continue the rentals, other deposits. So various options we had to work out and give them. So, and also show the intent that, okay, we are there to support you. Even we are facing the issue. Even your business is facing the issue, but let's work together. That's what people admire. As a person, that's why I see the message when I work out. And that was a time when everybody had to face the situation and come up with options. And even as a new normal, right, the way the offices used to work, with all the spacing that we had to use out on the number of seats. Then housekeeping staff who used to come, we need to check the temperatures, all the measures, very rigorous and all that. Some innovative steps we took to ensure all the safety measures. Videos were taken about that. We did our various staff and to ensure that saving coming work here. And luckily, for us, in most of the centers, no major cases or incidents that happened where our centers had to be closed. So it's a learning, right, for everybody. But one good thing that during the second phase, we also realized it's a great time for us to scale the business, grab some good properties at a cheaper price, and sign a contract with them. And I think post-COVID, our growth has been great. That's the status.
One thing which I probably, if I can call that, is that I can call that I feel very good. Because not just we have, but each individual of you have a very strong presence in the community. How would you nurture this kind of a community? Networking being one of the most important parts of being an entrepreneur. What's the kinds of specific inputs or specific drive that you makes you go out to build up the network with this?
See, community building itself is an art or a science in itself. Right? So the best part is BHIVE is a platform where members or founders or CEOs come sitting your place the whole day.
Yes, sir.
Instead of you going out and meeting those people, they are at your place. And you can always request for a meeting or say, hey, and so on, so what are you into, what business do I do, and what are the challenges that you face. It's not always about the rentals or the...
Yeah, honestly, it's only commercial.
Because even every founder also wants to discuss about the business with somebody, explore various collaboration opportunity, various partnership opportunities. So, and also providing them a platform to scale the business. Right? It's not just providing office space in the community, but how can you help them to network with other relevant people? How to get them the right business, scale the business. That is something that will also make them happy to be at your place and continue that relationship, right? And also make them as part of the family. As they grow, we also grow, right? Or if there are multiple instances where a person used to work in a particular startup or a company, for a period of time they change multiple companies. They might be a member or may not be a member, but still you stay at work with them. Eventually they might reach a senior position, right? So you again network with people, do good to them without any certain expectations.
Just take it similar. I mean, Bangalore was the starting point.
Yeah.
And now we were in communications. Newer places, newer community, newer things. It was a lot of effort. I wouldn't be exactly what it is, an expansion, but when you have to make work entry is...
See, yeah, the team, you need to empower your team so that they take the culture of the companies to the new places and they have the same service and talent. Yesterday I was hearing one session where they gave Python, where he used to teach their store because that even if the person doesn't buy anything into that, he has the best experience too, right? So
a relationship that not necessarily for a transaction, but even for a request.
So treat every customer as a lifelong customer, whether he's giving you revenue or be part of your journey. But that's what
So makes us very proud of you.
And we are here to build a brand, a legacy, and we are here for the long-term business. That's what we need to factor in, and also that comes as part of our vision, mission.
Perfect, that's right. Just simply the extension of it. A service oriented is at the biggest products. If I were to compare with a product like that, how to make sure your attention is at an organization as just beginning to have higher levels of space and all space in there. What makes you make them feel wow back to work? Yeah, we retain them person and
See,
how difficult it is or how
see, in our business, there are two decision makers, right, or influencers. One is the owner or the founder or the CEO who pays the bill and ensures that who selects the place. Another is the employees or the senior management who comes there at 6 and works regularly and ensure that the key is delivered. Now, everybody has different expectations. Me coming to the employees who work there, for them even small things matters, the food vendor serving food in the place, at what price is he serving, or within 1 or 2 months they might get bored with the same food vendor. They ask for change. Or what are the entertainment options that they are getting? Are they able to interact with various other people from different companies? What is the vibe of the place? Are there a lot of open areas?
so you have to live the customer's experience versus that.
Right. See, just to give an example, right? Even from early days, like we are not like a global MNC where people would like to have a Starbucks kind of coffee at our place. We need start affordable. Right? So we wanted to give that Indian chai kind of experience. And we try to relate a lot to Indigo's culture in the Facebook. Even though we are affordable, but still the service quality, your on time, everything is great. That there requires a lot of privilege coming. Right. And once when customers feel that okay, their issues are getting addressed, it's getting solved, and that the team is trying their best to get it resolved, then they also agree with you or continue with it.
I'm sure that's where I mean, once I'm happy, I do not want to correct.
And also the comfort level, right? Now, once you're getting used to coming to your office every day, you don't like to change. So
yeah, so walk of life as long as it remains the same.
So here the advantage is the community, the other people that you meet, the surroundings that you have, the food options that you have, transport options, that all that creates that stickiness.
I was talking about one of my students who take the relationship with you. You have been an inspiration for him, and that was what when I did call him up and tell him that we are directly going to have a discussion. He talked up a lot of teeth and care as inspired. You were the source of that inspiration. What is that strength which you think? I mean, every person question now probably something you were. Is there what is your strength that has made up an inspiration for quite a few like mine? What do you think is your strength?
Yeah, if I remember, the student of yours actually reached out to us, and he was one of our early Indian interns that we had hired for the 3 months.
Yeah.
And finally, he was a gold list and got into one of the best companies to campus, everything. So, inspiration is, we were in that phase in early 2015 where we were also experimenting a lot. See, the industry was new.
Yes.
Right? We didn't know what exactly is a community manager. What are the hospitality standards that needs to be kept? Right? And what are the different type of customers who might take up the place? Because each type of customer expectation can change. And how to improve the standards, stickiness of the customers. And even small things like what kind of work can we get done from these meters for high on energy, self-motivated, and also give all kinds of exposure. For example,
very intense job in internship is absolutely right. The kind of,
and also you need to see yourself in there when you were like younger like that, where you want to explore all kinds of domains. Like sales, community, events, marketing. We did a lot of people networking, going and representing the company in various things, and also creating certain hacks where that is helpful for the company or for the customers. So there's various things, and you give them a platform on a free hand and just guide them, and they'll do wonders. So I think that's the key thing, right? Even in a corporate life, what he expects from a manager is just a guiding force behind you and a free hand so that you can go and implement what do you think is right for the.
Again, a very relevant thing would actually happen. You do pass people, right? And for these kinds of things, how can you evaluate, or how do you ensure that the spirit what they are carrying is in alignment with the kind of values? I mean, I'm not trying to bring up the establishment of this kind of thing, but there should be a really for the thought that is very important of how you can know if the person whom you are going speaking to your organization receive your relating and values.
See, ours is a kind of company or industry where people from all kinds of background can find a job, right, in the company. So when you look at the resume itself, you can read out whether this person is good, like one second, has he taken that extra effort in college or various hobbies to excel in himself, or what is the kind of approach he has taken to reach out to us to find a job. Or even we ask as a selection process, e-selection, few basic questions. Why you like to join BHIVE? On how you can contribute to the organization, or why you think you're the right fitment for this particular, which is a generic question, and the effort taken by the candidate and to pitch himself why he should join us,
Sincerity will be sure if we are the right for it.
and then the conversation that you end up having with them, that gives you the clarity whether he's the right person and he fits into our cultures, all that we can.
Bangalore rise in the backup when startup was like that's right. What was Bangalore all about? What did you find the kind of the stimulus or the environment that Bangalore can give? What's special about Bangalore?
See, we all have traveled around the globe multiple countries, continents, but one thing what is like, because we are from East Asian, so they are from Mysore and Karnataka. The people out here, the culture, the weather, it's so weird, right? And it attracts all kinds of people.
Culture is very addictive. I don't know.
Right. And it's very easy to network and meet people here. It's even the kind of business that we build. We got to meet a lot of people. And it's even if we wanted some help in terms of recommendations, suggestions, or partnerships, it's very easy to go to any event, meet them, or get a reference to somebody that, and or just to write a note on LinkedIn or when we see that, yeah, so and so, and people are more than ready to help you out, or at least have a call with you and guide you, or at least stay
Very cohesive
network of people, right? Or even if they're busy, they'll say no, and let's reconnect later. So that's what makes the Bangalore ecosystem so unique. Every day, or at least every week, there are 3-4 startup events or networking events, fun events, formal events that are happening in all kinds of sectors. And whether it's tech-oriented, marketing-oriented. And again, depending upon your interest, your team's interest, you can keep attending those events, build your network. And that's the good thing, right? You just go meet somebody, with it.
We have a very young audience, I think. What advice would you give them if they are starting? Meaning, what should they instinctively, what very often they choose the kind of business that they have? It's a very long story, but I want you to get probably them some instructions of where they can concentrate.
So first is meeting, look at yourself first. What is your main USP you excel about this? What are your strengths, right? And try to build upon that. And also see, are you a person like who can do solo entrepreneurship or build a big company? Do you have the right leadership qualities? Can you build followers behind? That's another thing that you need to work on. Then look at various avenues, what excites you, or even do certain experiments. Even if you have an idea, do a small MVP of that. Try to generate some revenue out of it. Even if it fails, that's fine. But see what worked for that, what were your learnings from that. And eventually you keep building it. Or the worst case, join a startup or a growing organization where they give you enough opportunities where you rediscover yourself and you get that confidence that maybe few years down the line you can start something on your own with your friends from college or ex-colleagues, and you should be able to lead that path, right? Okay, I have this idea, or we have this idea. Let's do something. Either as a side hustle, eventually when it's doing well, let's make it a full-time thing. But there's a lot of opportunities in the current world. You can learn things online. You can network with a lot of people. You can guide you. And just never in. I think currently India is in the best time. This decade belongs to India. and there's a lot of opportunities in all kind of sectors, right? And look out for that one problem statement or unaddressed issues where you think that you can contribute and there's a huge potential for ourselves. And grab that, and you should believe in that idea. And
Thanks a lot. That's always works. That would be a very good plan. Away by listening. How do you split your day? As an employee of BHIVE, we get it for that. And as an entrepreneur of BHIVE, where does your focus more be? In the contribution, where you choose media or in the longer drive? Exactly. What I mean is, if I can call you, you are a entrepreneur. BHIVE also, and there's specific function in the company. Where does your effort, how is the distribution of your effort on both sides?
see, as an entrepreneur, you need to put in your own hours for sure. You should have diverse interests. So one is certainly the departments or certain deliverables that you own up. We should be more focused towards that. But also there are a lot of general things or decision-making things that the company they do. All the founders have come together, take part and decide. So you need to divide time and especially you need to be flexible. Because in a startup environment, something randomly might come up which might eat away a lot of your time. Or your priorities might change. Or based on the customer needs or the investment needs. Again, you have to diversify your different So again, you need to see what are the priority things, what can give you the immediate results or the revenue, and what should be the main focus area. If required, take up multiple responsibilities or hand over certain responsibilities to the team or the person who's good at doing that. So you need to be able to balance both your personal and professional life and to hit a work-life balance. Maybe initial days the work-life balance takes a bit, but eventually when you reach a stable growth phase, then you can be able to manage your personal life during better like that in
So what's next for BHIVE? What is it that vision, effective politics and Bangalore?
So BHIVE, we have huge plans. Initially, when we thought of the name of BHIVE, we wanted a name which can do multiple businesses. Yeah. The same name can be used in whether it's a hospitality business or a real estate business or in a free tech business. Tomorrow, if I want to go open a resort, I can still call it an BHIVE. So, a lot of opportunities are coming up. The immediate focus for the group, BHIVE group, is to list a BHIVE Workspace in the next 2 years. We are waiting for the IPO, at least take offers away on all the works towards that in sort of public forums. So the whole team effort is increasing the revenue. We are a profitable company, further increasing the revenue and ensuring that all our shareholders are happy, all our customers are happy, and we build a bigger ecosystem and create a long-term growth for the group, and they receive
All this. Thanks a lot. Thanks. With that, I hope our audience now can understand your passion, challenges, and strategies that you will have to develop on the way of entrepreneurship. As we wrap up this episode of GIBS IRE Talks Podcast, please remember to stay innovative and embrace your entrepreneurial ideas. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, GIBS Business School. Follow GIBS IRE Talks and GIBS Business School on all social media to stay updated on the news and updates regularly. I'm Dr. A.V.R. Mahadev, your host, signing off, and this is IRE Talks powered by GIBS Business School, where innovation meets inspiration. Thank you.